question we are trying to answer is what's missing in education, specifically in the public schools. My answer is what's missing is education. Now, this was never intended to be rocket science. It was always conceived of as reading, writing, and arithmetic to be followed by lots of facts and knowledge to the extent that each child could handle it. And that's how you make educated citizens. Now, the problem we're having in this country is that our education establishment pretends not to know what it's doing or what its job is. Now, where did this come from? Well, let's go back 100 years and look at John Dewey. He's up there at Columbia Teachers College, and he and his buddies figured out that if they took over the Teachers College, manipulate the teachers into a new kind of teacher, and then send the teachers out to the countryside to indoctrinate the kids, then they can create a new country on the sly, very cheap, and nobody will even know what's happening. And that's what's been going on for the last 100 years. And 30 years ago, the Nation at Risk report said the schools were so bad they must have been created by a hostile foreign power. That says it all. Charlotte Iserby invented the phrase, the deliberate dumbing down of America. That says it all. And what that means is, in practical terms, at this date, we have nothing but bad ideas in the schools, and that's what they intend to be there. There are no good ideas. And my sense is if we don't save the public schools, we're not going to save anything else. So this is very serious. Now, the threat is to everything. You could make a list of the things you care about. I don't know what it would be. Humanities, free enterprise, capitalism, Western civilization, democracy. Everything is under attack because the people in charge of the schools seem to be trying to create citizens that know so little and care so little that they won't bother to defend the traditions of the country. And the way they do that, and to put it in computer terms, is to just systematically put viruses into the thing. That's bogus theories and methods, just one after the other. Now there are dozens of them. Now in the short time, let me just take 3 to stand in for the rest. Constructivism says to the teachers, you can't teach anymore. All grades, all subjects, can't teach anymore. Well, obviously the kids aren't going to learn very much. Secondly, you've got new math, reform math, common core math to teach basic arithmetic. It makes everything complicated. You can't just say 1 + 2 = 3. No, it's always going to have to be x plus g = something in the 2nd grade, and the kids are all just, having nightmares. So the whole thing's pretty pathetic and kind of obviously seems to be an attempt not to teach math, but to alienate children from math. Anyway, that's what's happening. Third, you have sight words and hold word to teach the reading of English. This is the worst idea in the history of education. You show children a word like house. You don't explain why it's house. You just say, look at that design, that shape, and memorize that it's house. Very, very difficult. A few hundred is beyond a lot of children, and a few thousand is beyond all but a few human beings. So you're guaranteed to have failure from the day you start. Okay, so now where are we in this situation? We've got all these viruses put in the schools. But the nice part, the good news, is that they were put there deliberately, just as if they were put in a computer. And we can take them out deliberately, one by one by one. And that's what we have to do. We have to save the schools by taking out all the bad ideas, put the good ideas back in, and we would have much better schools at much less cost.